From plumber to prime minister, women continue to excel in many spheres of Barbadian life. In this series, we salute the trailblazers, those women who, through dint of character, hard work and determination, have broken the proverbial glass ceiling to enter fields previously dominated by men. Welcome to the First Ladies Club. In December 1976, the first time in its long history, the Barbados Postal Service employed a woman to carry mail. The stage was set for this initiative when earlier in the year, Prime Minister JMGM Tom Adams stated on the House of Assembly that a new approach to the Postal Service will include women as mail carriers. To qualify, women had to possess a means of transportation, a bicycle or some other means, and a school leaving certificate. Jacqueline Walrond, the first woman recruited, who was educated at St. Leonard's Girls, went on to spend over 40 years in the Postal Service, retiring in 2020 as acting postal inspector. During that time, she saw many other women joining the service. But what would have motivated the then 20-year-old to take such a bold step?
I started back in 1976. And the then Prime Minister Tom Adams said he didn't see no reason why females should not be delivering mail. Having had my application written and had it in my bag that I go shopping with, I rewrite the application, and the next morning my mother took me to town and accompanied her to town, and I went around in the public buildings because she went to Fleet Street, and I posted my application. From there, I received correspondence and I had a number of interviews where the interviews get cut to December the 1st of 1976, where I was able to deliver mail in that Christmas period. I worked for 1 month from the 1st of December until the 31st of December 1976. Then I was laid off, and on January the 11th, 1977, I was called back and I worked in the post office until the year 2020 when I retired. My years in the post office were good. You have to adjust to situations, but it was a good experience in the post office. At first, dealing with so many men, and they didn't treat you any different because you are here to deliver mail and do the work, so you have to be upfront and do your work. I was then joined by Cheryl Harris, which was welcome to see I had somebody else in my corner. I have worked in many of the routes in GPO, which included B Street, Nelson Street, Laura Estate, at that time, the Ivy, and Wendy, just to name a few.
Woman had to build this nation.
Being a postman allowed me to see how people get along and various things that you would not expect. But it was all in day's work. When I first went to the post office, I had to use a bicycle. My father had a bicycle that I used to ride around, and he loaned it to me back. He said that I had to bring it back home every evening. So we lived in Whitehall at the time. And the old man would push the young fellas would push the bicycle over the hill, the incline. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to ride my bicycle over the incline as well. But after working all day on a bicycle and then riding over the hill, it was a little bit too much for the first day. So the first day I had to ride on my father's bicycle. I said, man, I go back down there tomorrow. Sit. But the next morning I got up and I had forgotten the bicycle problem. And I got on my father's bicycle and I went back down to JP. I rode his bicycle until I bought one. Until then, I moved up from the bicycle to the motorcycle. Also in the post office, I was able to drive the postal van and do extra bulk deliveries, which took me to another side of town of the way people live and everything else. There you had a route like an ordinary delivery route, only thing it was driving. And that too was an experience that was very good. That was a very good experience for me. When I first started as auxiliary postman, we were up in the public buildings. Then the building was built at Cheapside, where we moved to Cheapside. After becoming a senior postman, I was sent to other offices, to different offices. But when I became the acting inspector, I was sent to the road areas, even further to act as supervisory capacity. Before you get to being in the supervisory capacity, there are training sessions that you must attend. So the training sessions enable you to deal with your job description much better, because you did your supervisory management courses, and it is applying what you have been taught into your job, as well as knowing the rules of the post office and well, it was the Dane Services Commission.
Woman had to build this nation.
In all, I have spent over 40 years in the post office. I have come from auxiliary postman to postman, because the title hasn't been changed. Auxiliary postman, senior postman, and I retired as an acting inspector. If I had to do it all over again, I would do the same thing, because I love my job. I met some very nice people on the job and at my work in the post office. Up to now, some of us are still friends because of the friendship we forged as to working in the post office. Being the first postwoman, I think that it encouraged many other females to into jobs. I myself have seen, now I have left the post office, where there are many female letter carriers, and they seem to be doing a very good job. I'd like to encourage more females to really seek to do certain jobs, because it makes them more independent. It makes them more in command of yourself and knowing yourself as well as a person.
Woman had to build this nation. She had to advance.
Thank you for sharing this story of inspiration and achievement on the First Ladies Club. See you next time.